Sometimes love doesn't last forever, especially when you're famous and your personal problems become public fodder.
We have decided that we will separate.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 messiest recent celebrity divorces.
The exact details, however, of the custody and financial arrangements are being kept private.
For this list, we're looking at divorces between high-profile and/or famous people that were often in the public eye and had what appeared to be complications, controversy, or scandals attached to them.
I mean, you may not know who or exactly when, but you know that he's acting different. You know that he's, showing you all the signs of having an affair.
By recent, we mean divorces that happened from 2005 on. So no famous partings from yesteryear.
All that Sir Paul said was that he was surprised she was doing it this way, suggesting that perhaps she liked the sound of her own voice.
Number 10, Christie Brinkley and Peter Cook.
She's requesting you be put in jail?
Oh, it sits on the front page of the motion.
This separation and ultimate divorce has to be one of the most public breakups of all time. After 12 years of marriage, Peter publicly admitted to cheating on Christie with his 18-year-old assistant, Diana Bianchi.
On the stand, Brinkley's lawyer asked how many times she had sex with Cook. I couldn't give you an exact number, she said, maybe 10 at most.
Being the class act that he was, Peter also admitted that he paid Diana quite a bit of cash to prevent her from suing him later on. On top of all that, he admitted to spending thousands on internet porn.
She is saying that he is sending horrible emails to her. This is a guy who spends a lot of time online. He was in trouble for his internet porn obsession.
The ex-couple also got into a heated custody battle for the kids, with Christie alleging he used excessive physical force to punish them. They ultimately settled, and she paid him $2.1 million so she could have sole custody of the kids.
For her to spend $100,000 on lawyers just to jerk me around, it's no sweat for her. For me, it's a significant cut in my net worth and my future and my kids' futures.
Number 9, Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian.
Our relationship didn't quite start off like we had planned. It did make a few headlines.
This divorce was made for the tabloids. In 2009, the story broke that Eddie cheated on Brandi with LeAnn Rimes, who was also married at the time, when the two were filming a made-for-TV movie together.
I just knew it. You give a guy good sex and a hot meal, and now he's asking you to marry him.
Brandi, who used the affair to become a Real Housewife in the Beverly Hills installment of the franchise, wasn't one to keep quiet about their marital issues.
All I said was the truth, so it's not slander, so I don't understand. Maybe they should watch what they lie about.
On the show, she revealed that Eddie cheated on her numerous times, including with Sheena Marie, one of Lisa Vanderpump's waitresses, and a cast member on Vanderpump Rules.
It's hard. He's gonna be in my life forever. Forever!
Right. They divorced in 2010, which left Eddie free to marry LeAnn in 2011, and the two then went on to have a short-lived reality show.
This whole show is based in comedy.
Yeah.
And we really poke fun at ourselves, and anytime we're joking about something else, it's after we've already made fools of ourselves. So it's all in fun.
Number 8, Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries.
And I was in love, and I wanted a life that I've always pictured my fairy tale life to be.
It seemed like Kim and Kris's marriage was straight out of a fairy tale. After all, he fit right into the family with his K name. The couple even had their lavish $10 million wedding televised on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I pronounce you husband and wife. Kris, you may kiss your bride.
But after only 72 days, Kim filed for divorce in October 2011. Kris contested the divorce and instead requested an annulment on the basis of fraud on Kim's part.
I love my wife, and I am devastated to learn she filed for divorce. I'm committed to this marriage. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it work.
He felt like he was used from the start, and the marriage was just a publicity stunt. Kris also accused her of cheating on him with Kanye West.
You know, I don't really play into all the gossip and things that take place, but, you know, it's life.
They were only officially divorced after 2 years, which left room for Kanye to swoop right in. Number 7, Kate Gosselin and John Gosselin.
And we can't be cordial with one another, then we decided to separate.
Looking back, this divorce wasn't much of a surprise. The couple fought a lot on camera during their run on TLC's John and Kate +8, a show that chronicled the challenges of raising 8 kids.
It's a lot of work. I'm exhausted after we try to get a picture.
Yeah, forget it. Who cares?
Then their divorce played out in the media, with John accusing Kate of using their kids for fame and being an absentee mother. He also claimed that the network tried to keep them together for the sake of the show.
Our marriage fell apart, and I felt like I was free. You know, and I kind of took advantage of it for a while, and didn't really think about my actions, obviously, until I started getting paparazzi and written about.
Both sides accused the other of cheating. They divorced in 2009.
All honesty, it was very hard to watch.
Kate went on to compete on Dancing with the Stars and continued with the show with Kate Plus 8. Gotta feel sorry for the kids on this one.
This show should be called Kate Plus Kate because Mommy does everything.
Number 6, Liza Minnelli and David Gest.
And in every way, I feel right to sue her.
Before they were officially filing for divorce, both David and Liza were already suing each other. David wanted $10 million from Liza for the neurological damage she allegedly inflicted on him with various beatings during the first 2 years of their marriage before they separated.
Hitting you hard? Yeah, she was hitting me hard. She was drunk and she was hitting me hard.
Did she hurt you?
I didn't really feel I was being hurt, but you could feel it.
Liza denied the claims and countersued David, claiming that he stole $2 million when he worked as her producer. But it doesn't end there. These two traded insults in the press regularly.
Why did you let me marry this idiot? And he said, I thought you liked him.
David accused her of giving him an STD and being an alcoholic, while Liza said he poisoned her and drugged her throughout their marriage. Thanks to a lack of evidence, they were granted a no-fault divorce in 2007.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Number 5, Linda Hogan and Hulk Hogan.
And then it got to an aggressive, violent relationship where instead of saying hello, every word was the F word.
Married for 23 years, Linda filed for divorce in 2007 from Hulk, whose real name is Terry Bollea, claiming that he carried on an affair during their marriage.
And then the friend confessed to the affair to Brooke out of guilt, and somehow the letter got intercepted, and that's why we all found out.
What followed was a 4-year battle to divide Hulk's assets. According to him, they blew through hundreds of millions during their marriage.
Let's be honest, watching their marital problems play out on TV was pretty tough and uncomfortable to watch.
Linda received 40% ownership of his companies, 70% of their liquid assets, and a $3 million property settlement.
Just the back of Hogan. Big double slam to the top. You know Hogan's hurting now.
After the divorce, the couple remained in the tabloids due to accusations in her memoir that Hulk struggled with a drug addiction and physically and mentally abused her in drug-fueled rages.
And it wasn't like a knockout by Mike Tyson or anything. It was really just a bullying or a brawly kind of a thing, or a poking or squeezing your face or, pulling you around by your shirt or your hair.
Number 4, Heather Mills and Paul McCartney.
I've had 18 months of this abuse and it's come from everywhere. Behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everywhere.
Heather Mills was this Beatle's second wife, a decision Macca's told the media was one of the biggest mistakes he's made. After only 4 years of marriage, the couple separated. And 2 years after that, they began divorce proceedings, due to their constant fighting and lots of time apart. Heather represented herself and requested $250 million of Paul's $800 million fortune. She claimed she needed $400,000 a year for private flights, $80,000 for wine, and $250,000 for clothes. The judge called bull on her claims and awarded her $48.6 million in addition to $70,000 a year for child support and $15 million in real estate. Number 3, Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen.
Get that money before he has to use it all on attorneys or whores or whatever he spends his money on.
After 3 years of marriage, and when she was several months pregnant with their second daughter, Denise filed for divorce from Charlie, claiming that he'd made threats to kill her and that he abused drugs and alcohol.
It was like a train wreck, watching someone, go on that path.
Her accusations of his bad behavior were later backed up when voicemails and emails were released in which Charlie told Denise, quote, "You are a pig, a sad, jobless pig who is sad and talentless."
Yeah, at the end of that whole episode,
I thought, oh crap, what have I done?
Lucky for her, the divorce was finalized in 2006, and after several years, the two are said to be in a good place.
We even vacation together, which is odd for some people, and I would think so too on the outside looking in, but it works for us.
In 2011, Charlie had a similarly troubling divorce with Brooke Mueller, who also made claims that Charlie was abusive. So much for him winning.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Number 2, Elin Nordegren and Tiger Woods.
I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in.
This divorce really opened a can of worms about Tiger's personal life. During Thanksgiving weekend of 2009, Tiger and Elin made news after Woods got in a car accident, hitting a fire hydrant and a tree as he fled from an angry Elin, who was chasing him with a golf club.
Oh, look what you did, you crazy bitch!
Serves you right, you cheating turd!
The press was shocked to uncover that Tiger was a serial cheater and sex addict who had at least 14 mistresses, most of whom were waitresses, exotic dancers, and so-called models.
Jocelyn, I want to know how big Tiger is.
Are you allowed to comment on that, Jocelyn?
He's better than adequate.
The whole fiasco was a major public embarrassment that Tiger publicly apologized for. He then paid out $750 million to Elin on the grounds that she would never speak to the press about their divorce.
It was right after I had taken communication in the media. I was unexpectedly thrust into the media limelight. And I probably should have taken more notes in that class.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
It's a sad situation, but we had to go through that to get to where we are today.
I would have thought Heidi would have showed a little bit more class and at least waited until we separated first before deciding to fornicate with the help, as it were.
People will tell you, if your husband is accused of sleeping with someone half your age, it has to take a toll on you.
You know what, I tend to look towards the positive side, and the fact that we are co-parents to our children. And we're going to be, continue to be in each other's lives in a positive way because of them.
Number 1, Sandra Bullock and Jesse James.
I knew I would get caught eventually, and I think I wanted to get caught. It was me trying to self-sabotage my life.
This one breaks our hearts. The unlikely pairing of America's sweetheart and the bad boy biker seemed to be a perfect case of opposites attracting.
I'd always had this feeling that if you got married, it was like the end of who you were. And I just never met anyone that was bigger than me.
So then you meet Jesse James.
The couple had been married for 5 years when a bombshell about one of Jesse's alleged mistresses was leaked, which shocked both the world and Sandra, who had just thanked him for his support in her Oscars acceptance speech. It turned out that Jesse was a serial cheater, who even went to a sex rehab clinic for his straying.
Where there's like a bunch of stripper hood rats coming by the shop and stuff all the time.
One of his mistresses in particular, Michelle Bombshell McGee, came forward and received a lot of media attention for their 11-month affair during the whole media scandal.
I feel bad for him, even without the scandal, to deal with me. I wouldn't want to deal with me on an everyday basis.
Do you agree with our list? Which divorce did you follow in the tabloids?
You want to get married so she looks good in photos?
No, she does, not me.
For more addictive top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
It was fun while it lasted, I guess, and I definitely didn't intend anybody to get hurt.